it up.
Exactly.
But I tell you what, one guy who's had a lot of fun this weekend is Peter Bennett, the BMW Scholarship winner, number 80. A little bit bogged down at the start here. He's been racing in the rear-view mirror, and suddenly he's under pressure going into turn one. And yes.
Beautiful move, Phil Smurthwaite. He moved it over to sit next to him to stop Shane Dyer's coming through.
So now it's going to be all about not having to race in the rear-view mirror all the way. So can Bennett make the pass? And watch out for the green machine of Grant Rowe. He got really, really well, didn't he?
Yeah, he got a little tap from the...
I'll tell you what, straight away, Peter Bennett coming back into the racing. Big field as they sweep around the infield for the first time in the E30s for the last time this weekend. Whoa, look at that. Straight diving down into the corner. Number 415.
For about the first 10 years of the series, the middle race of the three at the weekend used to be a reverse grid. Not a handicap, just a reverse grid, but it just because you've got 20 or 30 almost identical cars, it caused a bit of carnage, and we've put the panel beaters to one side, and now we've got 3 scratch races.
And plenty of racing up towards turn 11. Lots of action as they head down towards the end of the opening lap. And Peter Bennett pulling out, trying to regain the lead, doing a Gordon leg. Changes the lead 3 or 4 times on the first lap. He pulls it back in. Shane Diaz is holding on. Oh, getting a bit wobbly and sideways. They're hanging on to it. Smurthwaite, Bennett, close to the concrete wall there. Bennett's right down the inside. Shane's having a good look. Going down into turn 1. Just getting our timing updated onto the BMW series. It was stuck on the 2K Cup. So Mel's onto it. Good skills. Thank you very much. And now we're back into what's happening here with this very exciting grid showdown in the E30s. There's a couple of little battles all the way through as they stream around.
And most of the field keeping away from the dust, so as not to incur the wrath of Terry.
Well, I think all the BMW guys did that after the Mull chat this morning. But tell you what, good keen racing. Grant Rowe having a look down the inside on the 60 car. 415, Dion Pitt. He's really got the bit between the teeth in this race. 161, Joel Herbert going well as good as well. Shane Geddes straight out of one car into another.
Well, Sebastian Noble, he's the blue car in 4th. A bit of his bumper hanging off. He had a bit of a rub with Grant Rowe.
Here's the braking zone up at the top of the track at turn 11. 2 wide, 4 of them side by side, all coming onto the main straight. Good racing, giving each other plenty of room, and now it's the big slipstream in the drafting and the heat wave.
It was Nick Carpenter in the middle of all that in the Zick car. He didn't have a very good race earlier this morning.
And what was the damage this morning? He was all over the place. Oh, one of them's gone completely wrong.
It's number 7. That used to be Will Gray's car. Now it's Lee Zellweger.
Lee Zellweger just coming in and just completely did the loop-de-loop under brakes coming off the main straight going into the complex.
Shake himself down and carry on. He's not too far behind.
So Smurthwaite still holds on to the lead as they whip over turn 3, the speed shot right in the middle. This is what they term as the start of the uphill part of the track. And then you go around the tight turns 4 and 5, a little bit of a nudge. Come slightly more downhill back into turn 7, which is like a little sort of a hairpin. Smurthwaite gets that run out of there, beautiful cambered corner. And now you get the roll over into turn 8. Then you roll back around to the right-hand side to turn 9. This is where they've got to keep it in between the white lines. And he's watching. He's watching. Look,
Oh, there's dust. There's dust.
not too much.
Kel Harua.
He's got the mouth open. he's out of breath. Clark of the course has had a breath. Peter Bennett's had a breath. Breath of fresh air. Really going deep and hard. Under brakes. Going to get that tight line around the apex and really put the squeeze. Shane's right behind him. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars all coming onto the straight. Big line of BMWs.
Well, you'd be surprised to see a Ford in the middle of it.
No, exactly. But they're very entertaining.
Don't talk dirty.
And look at Bennett. Look at Shane. Shane's trying to muscle his way right round, doing a bit of drifting. Almost gets contact with Peter Bennett.
Well,
Sebastian Noble also joining that party.
While those two are busy fighting each other, it's allowing Phil's a bit of clean air to get away.
Well, Shane got a bit over keen there. He got a bit loose under brakes around the complex. He's lost a bit of time. Sebastian Noble in the blue one has now been able to muscle his way up into third and pinch that spot. And suddenly Shane has gone back from knocking on the door of the lead to being under a sort of a battle for third with two other cars. Shane Geddes getting involved there in 747.
Nick Carpenter making another pass just behind them. He's now up behind the Grant Rowe car.
So good racing amongst these E30s, as you can see. Too wide coming out of turn 7. Bennett still stalking the leader, Smurthwaite. These two guys side by side. Noble's going to have, Shane, a little bit twitchy. That's a nervous part of the track. Ed Belsham actually went off there this morning. Did you find out what happened?
I did. But I'm old, I've forgotten. That was this morning.
He had a moment. It was such a long time ago.
Well, I did find out what happened to Peter Bennett yesterday. When you put
He
your
said
foot...
he's just having a through throttle issues.
Yes.
So every once in a while it comes on and off.
Yeah.
And then he sort of like almost had another one of those moments today, but he kept it clean and tidy and kept working on it. 2 by 2 down to the braking zone under the complex. Who's going to yield first? Grant Rowe just in front. Joel Herbert, Nicholas Carpenter. They're 2 wide coming onto the pit straight. Good, neat, tidy racing. 4 laps to go. Bennett stalking. Smurthwaite. Herbert down the inside. Going to force Carpenter to go wide. 154.3's the leader. 154.398 for Smurthwaite. 154.389 for Bennett. How close is that? And the rest of the other guys are all in the 154.4s. 154.3 for Geddes. So he's going to be challenging very soon.
Nice move, Nick Carpenter.
Yeah, good. Got down the inside there. Can he make it stick?
Absolutely.
He's got the inside line. No, Herbert's got the inside line for 7. He's going to force Nick wide. Now the drive out of the 7 through into turn 8, and he's got it back.
What a beautiful shot.
Yep, nice flow there. Look at the cars going with the good flow about the circuit here at Bruce McLaren Motorsport Park too. Great flow.
Quite tricky to get past if you've all got the same power.
Yeah, well, we saw that with certain makes and models like the A1 GP. And, of course, it's going to be a real challenge for the drivers in the TRS. It's all about your starting position, like most forms of racing, is Sebastian Noble trying to do a noble effort to try and hold on for that 3rd spot. Shane is DS. He's really keen to try and recover his lost ground. And cars pulling right over to one side. Look at this.
Cunning move happening up the inside here.
Peter Bennett trying to put the squeeze on Smurthwaite. Noble trying to maintain 3rd from Shane. Gets it nice and loose as they've, hook left, hook right, hook left again. So 3 laps to go. Leaders bumper to bumper. Smurthwaite maintaining that inside line. They're not running too wide. making sure that if he's going to make the pass, he's going to have to work for it, because we have seen some guys overcook it going into turn 1 over the weekend.
Yep, I don't see either of these two overcooking it.
No, they'll be racing hard and fast, putting on a great display of controlled driving as Peter Bennett gets right behind Smurthwaite around turn 5. Now down towards 6 and into 7. Where's he going to position himself? Smurthwaite will have the inside line.
The Demon dive up the inside? No.
No, he's going to block that off. Keeps his racing line good. Makes it smooth and hard and fast for Peter Bennett to get the flow, do the slipstream.
And most importantly, will they keep out of Terry's dust?
Sure they will. Look at that. Beautiful. Good shot. That's coming around 8. It's more when they get round this corner. You can see them just launching hard right. Bennett having a look. Smurthwaite forcing
Push him wide.
Yeah, taking that middle line into the corner. Bennett working hard to try and close up the apex. Now it's all about regaining that slipstream. Couple of laps to go after this.
Nick Carpenter seems to have dropped back a bit. He was right up behind Grant Rowe a lap ago.
Having a good battle with Joel Herbert. I wonder if the problems they had in that previous race have just started to come back and make it awkward for him, as Herbert getting right on the back of Rowe.
From the panel beating they were doing, it looked like tyre versus guard.
So Smurthwaite's out there. Should be the last lap. 1 to go. 2 to go.
2 to go.
2 to go. So still a chance to make a move. But it's all about positioning now.
And there's a big red ball card out for somebody. I can't see the number.
Yeah, we can't see the last lap ball from our commentary position up here.
But we're confident because there are less laps than we have fingers that there are 2 to go.
67. Carpenter. Here's the battle for the lead.
That won't work, Peter.
While Peter Bennett's been working really hard to get round Phil Smurthwaite, Noble is just starting to come into the picture now to almost make it a 3-way battle. Almost. Not quite close enough. It looks like he's breaking the drafting of Shane back and forth. What's happened to Peter Bennett here? He's got that, there's that throttle issue. Always seems to be up at that part of the track. He always has some sort of issue where he suddenly goes from second or third or first and drops right back into the pack. So it's haunted him again.
So you put your foot to the floor, it cuts out, you take it back to quarter throttle, and then it goes again.
So it's almost like he's trying to reboot it. What are you driving?
It's probably controlled by some switch in Phil Smurthwaite's car.
And Shane Noble says, oh, thank you very much. Great. Well, Sebastian Noble and Shane says, thanks very much. So both of them have suddenly, Peter Bennett, for challenging for the lead, is suddenly out of the points at the moment and the place for the top 3.
We'll have a team of high-level race mechanics onto it.
So this is the last lap, and Grant Rowe and Joel Herbert, they've had a really good battle over the weekend. Grant just following the optimum racing line at the moment and making Herbert work really hard to try and get around him here.
Adjusting the rear vision mirror, Grant, that's a good idea. Look, there's someone behind you.
There they are. This is where it could be dangerous. Ooh. Getting right down towards turn 5. Herbert making the move. Can he make it stick?
Oh, look at Nick Carpenter. He's going to stick his nose in there as well.
Get into this one. Grant Rowe's going to have the inside line to try and go late and hard as he can around turn 7. Grant just wobbles it a bit, and Carpenter, oh, talk about steal the show. He's almost got up the inside of both of them. And I think he's pinched a spot from Joel Herbert. He's just been out-muscled there. I wonder if Peter Herbert can regain. No, he can't.
Oh, no, dust.
Ooh, Smurthwaite done a good job. He doesn't want to lose it now. Look at Herbert really trying hard. trying to regain that lost spot. It's going to be no avail, though. He's going to struggle to try and do that. Smurthwaite now under pressure from Sebastian Noble. This is the Noble last effort to try and take this lead.
Someone had to say that, didn't they?
We did. And I think Smurthwaite, he's certainly got it nicely tidy. Blocked off all the racing lines. Down through 13, rolls it into 14, onto the pit straight. Great race. Good job. 47.
Well done, Phil. Big fist pump out the window.
Phil Smurthwaite gets the win. Sebastian Noble comes home for a flying second. Shane Diaz will come home in third. Peter Bennett holds on for fourth. Then it's Grant Rowe, Nicholas Carpenter, Joel Herbert, Alex Edwards, Anthony Torque, Griffin, Belsham, Carpenter, Pitt, Marceau, Thompson, Favour further back down the big field, but he grabbed it on the first corner, kept it working all the way through. And good racing there by the E30s and the BMW race drivers.
Fantastic, wasn't it?
Yep. Good control.